Hi, and welcome to my kitchen, and welcome to my kitchen right at the onset of all of our holiday baking. We're just a few weeks away from Christmas, and I am loving every minute of it. So what I have started doing is I've already baked all the cookies. I've got them put away, frozen, whatever I've done with them, and now I'm getting ready to do the icing for them. I like to break it up so it's not so much work all in one day. The icing I'm going to teach you about right now is the royal icing. It is the mother icing of all icings. From this icing, you can go ahead and you can make border consistency out of it. You can make flood consistency out of it. You can do so much with this one recipe. It is absolutely delicious. It is really good, it's flavorful, and easy. It's easy to make. But there's a few things you're gonna have to be careful of. You have to be precise. You really have to be precise. I have 2 pounds of powdered sugar here that has been, if you have a Cuisinart, use your Cuisinart because it makes life so easy. Just pulse, 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 and it's fine. If you don't have one and you have a hand sifter, good enough. If you have a sifter where you're just hitting it on the side, good enough, but it does have to be sifted, because if it's not sifted, you know what's going to happen. The little lumps that are always in powdered sugar are going to end up clogging your piping bag, and that is frustrating. Or even worse, it clogs half of the bag and then it comes out in a blob. So these steps that you take in the beginning really are going to help you all the way down. So here I have 2 pounds of powdered sugar that has been sifted in my Cuisinart. So I'm going to put that into my mixing bowl. Alrighty. And to this we need 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Cream of tartar for this recipe is important. It really is. And I know that it's not a very common ingredient in households, so I would say, truthfully, if you don't have it on hand, this might be something that you would maybe like to run out and pick up before you start, because this is kind of important. Now I want to make sure that that's incorporated, so I'm just going to give it a real quick little toss here to make sure that that cream of tartar has gotten incorporated in the rest of it. There's only 3 ingredients in here, you guys. It's just wonderful. Okay. Then with your standard paddle, we're going to require 12 tablespoons of egg whites. Now that's the equivalent to about 5 large eggs. I don't like to use fresh eggs, and simply because I don't want to throw away all the yolks, and I don't want to use the yolks. So what I do is I just buy a carton of egg white, and it has made life very simple for me. So we need 12 tablespoons. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, perfect. And we're going to stir this just to combine. I mean, this is it, we're done. I mean, how easy can that be? We're done. So when you go to Hobby Lobby or you go to Michael's and they want to sell this to you for an outrageous amount of money because they'll give you the powder, it's really expensive. When you can do this and pay a couple of dollars for this, you know, some things just don't make sense for me to go out and buy. Other things, yes, but that one, no. This is going to mix anywhere from 1 minute, I'm sorry, 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, up to 10 minutes. I've never ever had to go 10 minutes, but I frequently will go 3 or 4 minutes. We need some vanilla. Now I am using white vanilla here, simply because if you use the typical vanilla that you probably have in your pantries right now, it's very dark in color. It's going to change the color of your icing. It will. It won't be that pure white. So I have never seen this. I have never seen it in a grocery store, but I found it on Amazon. I found it online. So I just purchased the white, and it's delicious because I've made a few batches of this already. Now you can use whatever type of flavor you want. You can use lemon if you like lemon, almond, whatever you like. Right, so we went for probably 3 minutes here. I want you to look at the color. So come in close and take a look at that. Do you see the purity of that? You would never, ever get it that white if you were using the conventional vanilla, which is very dark in color. Now, what's important here is that you are really careful in watching to see what has happened and not just by going by the instructions that I've given you, because oftentimes weather will affect the consistency. If it's raining, if it's humid, if it's hot, if it's cold, all of that can affect this consistency. So what I want you to do is to know the recipe is perfect, but it's not perfect for every type of weather. So here's where you come into play. What you're going to do is you're going to pick up this and you're going to watch it. And if it falls in globs, boop, like that, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So this is the perfect royal frosting. Now, I'm going to give you some ingredients. I'm going to read them to you because it has to be accurate, okay? So, if you are wanting to do outline border, if you take 1 cup of this and you start out with 1/2 teaspoon of warm water up to 3/4 teaspoon of warm water and mix it per cup, that will give you a border consistency so that you can outline any of the cookies that you're doing. Let me show you here. Hold on a second. I just did some stars. So if I want to border them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piping bag, and with this outline mixture, which has come down to a more liquidy, I can outline and it will hold onto the cookie. Now then, after you have outlined, what you want to do is you want to flood the cookie. So you want the mixture to be even more liquidy, more fluid. So for flooding, for 1 cup of glue, it's 2 to 3 teaspoons of water. Start out at the low end, you guys, and mix it. Now what should happen when you do this is the consistency for the flooding, you should be able to lift this up. It'll drop in, and it'll drop in tracks, and those tracks should be visible to you for about 10 seconds. If they're not, that means that there's probably a little bit too liquidy, so you're going to want to take just a little bit of powdered sugar, sift it into it, mix it up, and then look for it to be correct. Now, I have a complete video up on that. It's with my, it's the video that's titled Icing and Decorating, Icing and, so what is it, Icing and, okay, I only have 3 videos up on cookies, so it's one of those 3, which actually takes you through the process of reducing this so that it is perfect for your cookies, and it takes you into the process of coloring and actually creating the finished product on the cookie. Okay, so look for that because it'll take you through the steps, but I gave you the ingredients here, and that's what you need. So with that being said, I want to show you a few of the cookies that we are going to be icing. So hold down for 1 minute. So these are a few of the cookies that we're going to be decorating, and I will kind of talk you through the process. I will tell you right now, I am not an expert at all, not at all. I do not profess to be an expert at this. I will tell you, I watch women on YouTube that are absolutely amazing. They're amazing. They are absolute artists with icing. But can I get you to do a cookie like this? or this is the start. This is not the finish of Belle. It's just the start. I'll put decorations on it. Little snowman, he's pretty cute, you know. So it's just having fun with it. And if you have children, they'll enjoy doing this as well. I know my grandkids really, really enjoyed it. For the last few days, they've been decorating cookies too. So with that being said, if you want me to take you through the visual of how I reduce that into these other forms of icing, please check the other videos, and just hope you love it. Hope you love what you've made here. I'm going to put the ingredients below, and I will put the different proportions below as well. But with that being said, come back, subscribe, join us. We're having fun. So I love having you as a part of our community. Thumbs up if you like it, subscribe, ingredients below. Have a wonderful Christmas. Have a very, very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you. Bye.